Right, so Igorrr is one of those bands that has low-key been on my radar for a while. Now, I did do a reaction video to one of their songs before the summer somewhere. I didn't actually double check this, but either way, that song was very noise, and yeah, it was not 100% for me, but I think a lot of that is because the music video for that song is very interesting. I think you can say maybe a bit too interesting for my tastes. Now don't get me wrong, I thought it was very well made. It was just maybe a bit too much, right? I don't mind experimental stuff. I think it's cool when people try something that's like way out there, but it's not always for me. Either way, since then, I have sometimes seen this band pop up on like my social media feeds, and they do seem to take up a space in the metal scene as a more experimental band. They are a band these days. Igorrr started out as a solo project by French musician and artist Gauthier, but since then they have become a proper band. There's a bunch of albums to check out. Last September, they released a brand new album called Amen. Every time I see people online discuss Igorrr, or when I talk to some of my friends about them, they all seem to think like, yeah, it's an interesting band and you shouldn't ignore them if you're the kind of person that doesn't mind when people get experimental with metal and music in general. And like I said, I don't mind that. I think it's cool, but it's not always for me. But either way, I think I've been yapping way too long already, so let me just get into the reaction. Just going by the first frame of this video, it just looks like it's just simply the band performing, which is good because it's not going to distract me too much from the music. Fun! Ooh. All right, this is catchy. Hang on, let me go back just a tiny little bit. Here, the man is playing guitar, but here, this is called, is it a sitar, the Indian instrument? I'm not entirely sure what it is, but it does make for, how shall I say, a more exotic sound. I don't know. It's definitely like not your classic metal instrument, but you know, that I guess what makes this band interesting is that they just have a lot of influences from all over the place in their music. So yeah, cool. Of course, all the regular instruments, but you know, you gotta start somewhere. Ooh! Oh, shit. This is fun. This has a very Middle Eastern kind of vibe to it. And there's some incredible music coming out of the Middle East as well. So art is everywhere. There's awesome art from everywhere. So I like that. I like that influence a lot for sure. This is this is a lot more up my alley than Very Noise for sure. Though I've only listened to it once, so maybe it will be more up my alley if I give it another chance. But that's not what I'm going to do today. Today, I'm just listening to some new stuff. I can't get over the fact that they titled this song Blast Beat Falafel, okay? I suppose the blast beats are gonna come up any minute now. That's another different instrument. How many cool, special, un-Western instruments are in here, I wonder? Un-Western is not a word, but you get what I'm saying. Right. There's so much going on here. This is so much fun. Oh, there we go. Hell yeah. Fun songs. There's the blast beats. All right. So far, we've had like 15 different instruments, blast beats, The guy doing the vocals is definitely good at that. And just now they said like, let's just introduce a whole choir in here, because why not? It's just the kind of band that we are. We will just throw everything in there because we can. But the cool thing is it all makes sense and it all works together. So none of that is easy. It's making this sound work with all these instruments together as a metal song. Or any song, really, but it is a metal song. But I mean, in terms of experimental, crazy, let's throw everything in there, it seems random, but it's not easy. You need to know music, and you have to be good at making music to make this work. This is the stuff that keeps moving music forward in its own kind of way, even if this band is never going to be the most popular. This is what keeps the genre interesting and moving forward. Like I said, either way. I want to know what all the instruments are, man. If somebody knows, let me know in the comments. They're like guitar-ish instruments, but I don't know what they're called. Oh, this guy is cracking me up. What here? So much going on. I think this is the guy. I think this is Gautier, the person who started this whole project, and now it's a proper band. I know he does vocals and a bunch of other instruments, but clearly everybody else that's in this band knows several instruments by the looks of it, or maybe some of them are like guest musicians. So yeah, either way. Here's the choir again. They seem to be having so much fun making this too. Cool. The other thing, I keep pausing at very strange moments on this man's face, I'm sorry. The other thing I wanted to say, it looks like, oh gosh, the song is almost done, but we can go back just a little bit in a minute. Yeah, cool shot of the drums. Yeah, that was the thing I wanted to say about the music video. It seems simplistic with it just being the band just playing their instruments, but they have like some cool shots and angles and the fisheye lens thing going on to make it like a little bit more interesting to look at. And the guy on the keyboard that I was laughing at before, who's just staring at the camera while he's playing, that was funny. So props to that for making like a video like this that seems simplistic and basic a little bit more interesting. Yeah, nice, fun. Nice. Huh? That was fun. That was a lot more fun than I had the first time with Igorrr. Yeah, like I said during the video, the influence of like the Middle Eastern sort of stuff, music, all these different instruments, and they show all of them. That's a thing, I think. It's a thing that's definitely a bit unusual in metal. There are metal bands out there that have different instruments than just your classic drums, bass, guitar. But like these guys threw like 20 instruments in there and they showcased them all. And I thought that was fun to see, that where this all comes from. And it also seems to imply that it was all recorded as like a proper instrument. It's not a sample or a synthesizer. They were all just actual instruments that they used and recorded and put in the song. That was really fun and experimental, but in a really fun way. Yeah, I always think it's cool when any band or musician is willing to study music enough that they can incorporate so many different influences in there. But like I said, it's difficult to do. So this is no disrespect to anybody who just plays their instruments and is like, this is a bit too much for me to handle as a musician. Like, it's fine. But when it happens, it's very cool. And it speaks for how dedicated and talented these musicians are. So anyway, the next song I want to listen to from the new album by Igorrr, titled Amen. I think I already mentioned that, but either way, it's called ADHD, and this video definitely looks like it's gonna be a weird one. I hope it's not too bizarre, but if it gets too bizarre, I might just not look at anything that's going on the screen and just try to listen to the music, okay? But this one just seems like it's more just going by the thumbnail, and this opening shot might be a bit more into very noise territory. Well then. Something, I'm already kind of nervous. Oh, hi. This is a special effect, right? Man looks tired. This has an 80s vibe to it. Ooh. The noises, the kind of sounds that they've been throwing at us for a good 38 seconds now are interesting, but definitely like make me feel uneasy. And I suppose that's the point. It might just be the kind of song that just makes you like feel on edge. The music video definitely gets that across as well. Because my man does not look like he's having a lot of fun. You can see he's going to the doctors to maybe help figure out, like, hello, doctor, there's something the matter with me and I don't know what. Brain. Many brains. Another brain. It's definitely breakcore, breakbeat stuff in there. Brain Factory, yeah. Yum. This is a fun video for sure, but pretty bizarre, again. That's like some type of special effects makeup, I would say. I mean, maybe the people in this video probably had like pretty prominent features either way, and it got all a little enhanced somehow, just to give it a more of a bizarre feel to it, I suspect. And a Brain Factory, that was pretty funny. I'm not somebody who gets like super queasy about just seeing fake brains, which is probably good for me, so I can at least watch this video and be like, oh, this is interesting and not freaky at all, even though it is like, it has a little bit of a freak factor to it. Brain fashion now, wow. Oh, ADHD, Agency for Defense Against Hallucinatory Disruptions. Oh, okay, so it might be not about like attention deficit hyperactive disorder, I think is what ADHD stands for. Either way, this is probably just an artistic twist to like the idea of ADHD, I guess. I'm not sure where I was going with that, but let's just keep watching the video, because there's a whole story going on, definitely. Musically, sure, unless something huge happens, I suspect it will, but... Oh, it changed suddenly. Yeah, I knew that was coming. Where did they get these poor people? Jeez. weird crackly things. Oh, are the brains self-aware now? It's a very why the hell not kind of video again. But also why? Oh, Jesus. I do appreciate the music. This definitely is something I could listen to and chill to a little bit, even though it throws a lot of very strange things at you musically as well. The music video is out there. I like the artistry of it. I like it more than Very Noise again. Maybe it's because it's not quite so bizarre, but I probably should stop talking and say that because it's been getting progressively more bizarre. Or maybe I'm just more in the mood for it and I kind of know what to expect from Igorrr now. So maybe that's why I'm just not super taken aback. Yeah, like I said, as for the song, there's a lot of fun things going on in there for sure. Like this is something I should probably just listen to without music video to really appreciate all the things that are going on in there. In the previous song, we had so many different instruments and so many flavors thrown in there. I suspect it's the same here as well, although it seems to be fully electronic. I like it all a lot more than the first time I tried Igorrr, even though it's still weird. But like I said, now I kind of know what's coming, I think. We're only halfway, so who knows? Choir again. Oh wow, that is not weird at all. Okay. Damn. I like the choir in the background. I'm a sucker for choirs, for sure. Oh, this is definitely like something out of Very Noise. Cool drum solo. Yeah, that's fun. I really do love the song. The music video is what it is. I guess you can say. I probably will never watch it again, but I will listen to the song again because there's a lot of cool stuff in there. Yup. Sure, why not? I mean, whoever made this went all out with it. It's very well made for sure. Is everybody gonna explode? Right, that was it. Okay, I hope that was it. Is there anything more coming? Oh, yeah, there's a little snippet of video left. Let me just try and see what that is. Oh, harp. Oh, nice. Oh, see, Meat Department. Meat Department is the studio that also made the video for Very Noise. I figured it was probably the same people. Cool, very well made. Interesting. That's always the case, I think, with Igorrr. The least you can say about it is that it's interesting. So yeah, I will definitely be checking out a couple of their albums now. Definitely the latest one that they released less than a month ago as I'm recording this. So yeah, definitely a band to keep an eye on. Just to see what crazy stuff they will come up with next. Because I feel like it's always gonna like take some twists and turns that you never see coming. For the time being, that's all I really have to say about it. If there is anything else you have to say about Igorrr, maybe you've seen them live and seen them pull this off. I hear they are a fun live band as well. And I have seen they were playing at a bunch of festivals last summer. And since they're a European band and I live in Europe, I'm in Belgium, I will probably have a reasonable chance of seeing them live at some point. Right, that was it. I'm gonna go decompress a little bit now. So yeah, thanks for watching this basic ass reaction. I will see you in the next video. In the meantime, stay kind and stay awesome, and I will see you soon. Bye.